Zambia, one of the most beautiful countries on earth. Located in South Central Africa, it is home to some of the most welcoming people you will ever meet. In June 2012, a group of 34 cyclists had the opportunity to experience Zambia's rich culture and natural beauty firsthand. Cycling 300 miles in 5 days, the Bike Zambia riders made their way from Lusaka, Zambia's capital city, to Victoria Falls in Livingstone. The mission of the ride was to raise money and awareness for Zambian organizations working to alleviate poverty and reverse the spread of HIV/AIDS in their country.
Bike Zambia is, in essence, an AIDS ride for Africa. We decided we wanted to do a ride in a part of the world where AIDS is a much bigger problem. It's not a question of quality of life, it's life and death.
In Zambia, more than 1 in 7 adults are living with HIV/AIDS, and 1 in 6 children are orphaned. Crippling poverty and lack of education help fuel the disease. As a result, Zambia's life expectancy at birth is age 39. The need for help is clear. In the months leading up to the trip, Bike Zambia riders and supporters raised over $150,000 for 4 carefully selected Zambian beneficiary organizations. The work of these organizations ranged from HIV testing, treatment, and management programs to bicycles for educational empowerment and healthcare transportation, and support for orphans and vulnerable children affected by the disease. And in addition to biking to Livingstone, Bike Zambia riders were given the incredible opportunity to see for themselves all the transformative work they were supporting.
Good morning. My name is Kristen. I'm welcoming you all with a warm welcome to Zambia and World Bicycle Relief.
World Bicycle Relief designs and manufactures top-quality, rugged bicycles and donates them to school children, healthcare providers, and small-scale entrepreneurs, in addition to operating many other bicycle empowerment-related programs.
In the rural context, having a bicycle, a strong, sturdy bicycle, is like having an SUV. Okay, I've seen, by max I've seen is a family of 6 on a bicycle.
What?
It's true. And so having a bike that you can take your corn from the fields and take them into the grinding mill to make your nshima, which is your local porridge, which is your stapled food, to take your sick aunt to the clinic or a sick child, take the child to the school. I mean, these are very important things.
For us, this is not a bicycle, you know. This is a machine that brings about social change for somebody. This is something that brings about social improvement.
World Bicycle Relief is dedicated to ensuring their bikes make a positive long-term difference in people's lives. When partnering with a school, World Bicycle Relief appoints supervisory committees to select children walking the longest distances to class and who often arrive too tired to learn. These children are given a bicycle, and the committees oversee that they are being used appropriately.
And Peter, how else do you use your bicycle?
I use my bicycle to come to school because my home is very far. When someone is sick, I give the bicycle to go to.
So they can go to the clinic? That's good.
I thank you very much for giving me this bicycle. May God bless you.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate it.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
To date, World Bicycle Relief has donated over 125,000 bikes throughout Africa. Bike Zambia was proud to support this ongoing, life-changing work by donating 75 bikes to school children, 88 to HIV/AIDS caregivers, and 31 for a bicycle microloan fund. And as part of the visit, the riders had the opportunity to assemble some of the bicycles themselves.
A bicycle! Oh, check it out! Check it out!
Bike Zambia riders also had the privilege of riding to Shimukuni Basic School to personally give the bikes away to the school children at a special ceremony.
All the time we have a distribution. We invite not only the students but also their parents, the headmen, the government officials. It's all just an open invitation to everybody to just come and see the wonderful work. Donor or non-donor, anybody is welcome to come and see what we do.
We're very humbled and proud to be able to help with these bicycles. We hope that these bicycles will bring the students swiftly to school. And that their education will bring them swiftly to success. Thank you.
The results are evident when you go out in the field. When you've given bicycles to one school, when you've provided bicycles for caregivers, the continuum of care suddenly just improves. The grades of the students that you give the bicycles suddenly just improve. The whole livelihood of a people, it turns around.
Just 2 weeks after Bike Zambia riders gave away the bicycles, teachers were already reporting increased attendance rates among students. World Bicycle Relief needs our continued support in order to give more Zambians a bicycle, to provide them with this simple but incredibly effective tool for positive social and economic change.
It's all yours.
Bike Zambia's decision to ride 300 miles to Livingston was motivated in part as a way to visibly promote the benefits of bicycle transportation in Zambia, and they did gain a bit of attention.
Good morning.
Riding through Zambia, the riders also quickly learned why World Bicycle Relief builds their bikes sturdy.
Oh, scheiße. Whoa. Yeah. Oh no. Brutal one. You picked the right place. It's nice and soft.
The greatest benefit of traveling by bike was the unique opportunity it gave riders to experience Zambia at a slower pace, to go far off the main roads, and to easily stop and meet new friends.
Today has been the most beautiful.
Yeah.
The people are just so nice. You guys are so friendly and loving.
Yeah.
And you guys always smile.
Yeah. Thank you very
And
much.
you guys laugh. I love the laugh.
You are most welcome in Zambia now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You are very friendly. It's very important I talk to Zambians.
Yeah, we
So
love
that
you
we
guys.
can know how we live here.
Yes.
Yes, it's very important to have friends like you. Eh?
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you
Yes.
guys.
What is it
Have a
again?
nice
Thank
day.
you. Have a great
Come
day.
on. Yeah, Twalumba kapati.
Twalumba.
Riders were also given a special welcome when visiting another beneficiary organization, the Sishemo Education Trust. Sishemo began in 1997 as a grassroots effort to build a school for vulnerable children, including those orphaned by HIV/AIDS. Starting with just 11 students and plastic tents for classrooms, the school has since expanded to support 270 school children.
The children in this foundation are mostly from a location in Zambia called Mrs. Mrs. is a very rundown community. It's been earmarked for erasure because it has no running water, no ablution, no proper shelter. We realized that they were coming from homes that were either broken or parents have died from HIV and AIDS. These children may be vulnerable, but we made up our minds to give them the best. We are planning to expand and build extra classrooms, because if we don't do it, they will perish. And since we brought them in, we discovered they have talent. They just never had opportunity.
I came here nine years ago when I was 9 years old. I used to sell bananas. I never used to go to school. I was just selling bananas. When I come here, it gives me much joy. I'm being inspired. I want to study medicine so that I can become a doctor. Yeah, that's what I want to do and start helping other people. Just like it's a shame. My life has really changed. I feel so much joy.
And for us, that is what is most precious, that we're able to share with them a life, share with them principles. And those things now are causing them to be confident. They're confident, they're strong, they're very happy. They don't dwell on their environment, and they don't allow their environment to define them. And for us, that's a major victory.
Seshemo strives to improve the children's quality of life in all areas, not just academics. It teaches students about proper hygiene and grooming and provides clothing, psychological counseling, and limited medical assistance, all free of charge. It also teaches trade skills such as shoemaking to the children's parents or guardians to help them gain an income. To make all this possible, many of the Seshemo staff are volunteers. And critically important, Seshemo also feeds the school children.
Most of them would go 2-3 days without a meal. And they would come into class and they're so tired. So we introduced the meal. So we give them 1 meal a day. We really didn't have the resource to do it. But I remember just calling everybody together and say, we have to feed these children. And I said to everybody, whatever you can grow or keep, just do something. And then we began to bring it to the children. And the children came up to me. That really, even now when I think of it, it just breaks my heart. And they said, you've put a smile on our face. They you know, even when you watch them eat, it's like they want to lick everything from the plate. And I realized that that meal was very, very special to the children, because without it, they don't have anything else.
Seshemo is doing everything it can to expand its capacity to give more children a path to a better life. Bike Zambia was more than happy to support Seshemo in this mission by donating funds to build a much-needed new kitchen. This new kitchen will allow Seshemo to feed hundreds more students and keep pace with increased enrollment.
This is the current kitchen.
Yeah.
All right. These are the braziers. We use this for cooking. We have big pots. Yeah.
For 300 people?
Yes, for 300 people. So from there, we're going to have this modern kitchen. I can't wait.
The new kitchen will not only have a cooking facility and space, it will also have like a restaurant area, which will accommodate about 100 children at a time. And that will be very, very, very good for us.
I remember we first had a meeting with the members of staff, with the teachers. We broke the news to them. I remember one of them literally just shed tears. And then after that, we went and broke the news on assembly, and the kids started dancing. Bigger ones were jumping, and it was so, so exciting. And I thought to myself, this is the kind of impact that Bike Zambia has had on these kids. It's just so, so amazing.
Wenzi was telling me how the children, when they saw you, they kept wanting to hug you or touch you, or, you know, and they felt your love. I think it was one of our greatest days, yeah.
Seshemo needs our continued support to expand and provide more children with an education and the skills to reach for a better life.
First of all, I want to say on behalf of all of the riders how happy we are to be here today. We've been fundraising and spreading word in our community because we want to bring much needed support and attention to Zambia. We're so honored to be here and to be able to support all of you. I'm always here.
The love of cycling has an incredible ability to bring people together from all cultures and backgrounds. On one of the days, 7 high school students from Lusaka joined the team.
Really happy you guys could join us. It's awesome. My name's Josh.
Directing this shared love for cycling in the pursuit of a higher cause only served to strengthen the bonds between all the riders.
Very connected. Wait, you guys know the same song?
I think they've been teaching each other. Or one's.
Yeah, we want everybody here.
The tree is called Chihuyu?
In English, it's baobab. They're more common in the desert. So we are training ourselves and many skills which we can do in our lives. And this, I think I should thank you guys and say I will encourage my friends do the same in awareness of HIV and AIDS. So
Well, thank you so much for being here.
Oh, you're welcome.
Cycling just seems to bring out the best in people.
You're my mate, and I will stand by you. 'Cause you're my mate, and I will stand by you.
On that seat, no, we got it. It's not going to be soft tissue.
That's a good one.
All right, from there, just lean forward. Wiggle your fingers, shake your bum. I'm just kidding.
And it doesn't hurt that inhibitions fly out the window when wearing spandex.
Uh-oh, someone coming up in the middle.
That big one on the left, man.
Another Bike Zambia beneficiary used the power of a different sport to champion the cause of an AIDS-free Zambia. Children and young adults all across Zambia love playing soccer. Grassroots Soccer shares this love for the game and uses it as an effective communication tool to educate youth about HIV/AIDS prevention. One way they do this is by hosting soccer tournaments. At these events, healthcare partners set up tents and provide participants and observers with free, easy access to voluntary HIV counseling, testing, and family planning services.
In the last 2 years, we've been integrating it with not only prevention, but testing and treatment. We decided to team up with different testing organizations and different service providers and bring it all together.
So these are events that we go into communities, look for a particular field, involve the local teams in that community.
Popular entertainers and local soccer heroes are also invited to put on educational shows and talk about HIV prevention. It was a joy for Bike Zambia riders to sponsor one of these tournaments and join in the festivities, to actually meet the people benefiting from their months and months of fundraising and hard work.
It was quite awesome that the community really accepted it and they came in numbers, and grassroots soccer really benefited.
These tournaments provide a much-needed service to communities, but there is still a huge demand for more support.
So a third of the people who need treatment are on treatment in Zambia, which is just unacceptable. I mean, maybe 10% of those people are actively saying, I don't want treatment, maybe, and then the rest are just either don't know, can't reach it. That's the gap we're trying to close. The holistic thing is called, program for us is called Bridging the Gap.
To accomplish this goal, Grassroots Soccer also runs an after-school education program for teenagers called Skills. Coaches lead groups of students through discussions about HIV, as well as soccer drills and games with a health-related theme.
And the way that makes it different is to get people up and interact with them, make them feel a part, make them take lead in the discussions, take lead in the games, and then ask them to ask their own questions and say, okay, what did you think about that?
The ultimate goal of the Skills program is to empower Zambian youth, to give them the knowledge and the self-confidence necessary to avoid risky sexual behavior and make healthy choices in their lives. And training young adults to become coaches and role models within their community is also a major priority for Grassroots Soccer.
Over a year, they graduate up to 200 kids. Every coach who's worked with a kid, once an issue arises, whether the kid wants to get circumcised or they want to get tested, that coach becomes their mentor. And they're handling up to 20 kids who are HIV positive in a year, going with them once a month to an HIV positive support group, talking them through counseling sessions and all this stuff. So it's become quite a transformation, and it's pretty special.
Grassroots Soccer graduates over 10,000 students a year through its skills program and also tests over 10,000 people. They are making a significant impact in reducing the spread of HIV/AIDS in Zambia, and that is the power of soccer.
Very good. We are so proud to be able to sponsor this today. We're very pleased to spend the day with you. We hope you had fun.
The winners of this tournament. Visit the tournament in Zambia. Sponsored by Zambia in collaboration with
I can't thank you enough for coming out here. There's so few people who, it's one thing to commit a little bit of what you do, a little bit of your life, a little bit of your money, whatever, to a cause, but it's something completely different to come out here and experience it and see what's going on and meet the people who you're trying to help. So it is something special, and not many people do it. I do appreciate it.
In our own way as Grassroots Soccer, we say, give a kilo to Bike Zambia. Say thank you very much.
May the Lord bless you, gentlemen and ladies. Have a safe journey as you go in your way going.
Grassroots Soccer needs our continued support to expand its program beyond Lusaka and reach as many schools and communities as possible, to continue empowering students and adults to live HIV-free while sharing with them their love of soccer. Towards the end of the trip, Bike Zambia riders were battling through soreness and fatigue. For many, it was their first multi-day bike tour. But as tough as the ride was, many Zambians live with far more difficult conditions. And through it all, they still find a way to smile. To see their resilience and spirit was a constant source of inspiration for the riders to make it up that next hill.
Okay. Go, Kate. Like this or on the side? That. Okay. Okay. Go, Kate. Okay, let's try again. I need a smaller one. Yeah, I need a smaller one. Okay. I can't do it. Oh, see?
Yeah. Your turn, Katie. She wants to see you do one.
Oh, well, thank you for showing me. I'm sorry I couldn't do it.
The stones are for building. Kate.
Oh,
so
really?
people will come and buy them. In this pile, you'll get 2 wheelbarrows. So this is $4. That money she then uses to look after her 4 grandchildren because her children have died, and that's how she makes a living.
A chance encounter along the road with a group of school children taught the riders another important lesson.
If we are to greet someone, say, how are you? Gamoti, Mabugabuti. Mabugabuti.
Sometimes the more profound way of communicating is through the playful moments.
Come in, Emily, also.
Actually, it is the other way.
Bike Zambia's final beneficiary was CIDRS, the Center for Infectious Disease Research in Zambia. CIDRS is a leader in research and treatment for HIV/AIDS, maternal-child health care, cervical cancer, malaria, and tuberculosis. And since 2004, CIDRS has tested over 1 million Zambians for HIV and provided 280,000 with clinical HIV care. CIDRS also provides educational and counseling support for HIV-positive adults and children through its peer educator program. Bike Zambia chose to donate $17,000 to support this important initiative.
Just from discussing, sharing our experiences with others, I think it really helps other people to, come out in that situation.
Peer educators work with adults in counseling sessions, providing resources and emotional support, as well as emphasizing the critical necessity for staying on medications. They also share coping strategies on how to overcome the physical side effects of the disease and deal with stigma and other related social pressures. They understand because most peer educators are HIV positive themselves.
It made the job easier when we went out in the community to talk about our own personal experiences dealing with the virus and how we've managed to look healthier, being on treatment, and how one can actually live longer if they adhere to their treatment and also adopt a positive lifestyle.
One of the reasons Bike Zambia was drawn to CIDRS was its important work educating children about HIV/AIDS. Recognizing the need to take a more delicate approach, the peer educators developed a special puppetry team to communicate these serious topics in an age-appropriate manner.
When you talk to the younger ones, it's very simplified, simple for them to understand, and even the way they will respond is different compared to the adolescents.
For the young ones, for them what works well is the play.
Many children are afraid that being infected means they can't play with their friends anymore or hug their parents, so special focus is given to correct these misconceptions and alleviate these kinds of fears. The puppets enact different social scenarios that address these issues and teach the children important skills to maintain their health, cope with potential stigma from peers, and adhere to their treatment regimens.
The children I meet in the streets, in the clinics, in the schools, I think I'm positively helping them, and I'm happy that I'm helping them.
Bike Zambia is proud to support CIDRS and these inspiring peer educators as they continue to set a hopeful example of how to overcome this disease while making a positive difference in the lives of others. They need and deserve all of our continued support. Following months and months of fundraising, planning, and training, after over 300 miles of cycling, Bike Zambia riders reached their end goal, Livingston. Their amazing experiences visiting with beneficiaries and interacting with local communities along the route culminated with a breathtaking ending.
Woo!
They said it couldn't be done, and 500 kilometers, 34 of us, $160,000, 4 beneficiaries, no major injuries. Cheers. Cheers to that. Congratulations, everyone.
Cheers. Again.
It's not every day you get to visit one of the 7 wonders of the natural world, and Bike Zambia riders took full advantage of the opportunity. While listening to the thunder of the falls, the riders had a chance to reflect on their journey and what they had learned and accomplished, both personally and collectively. Completing a grueling physical, mental, and emotional challenge. Building strong friendships and community among the team members. Experiencing a new culture. Meeting so many friendly and welcoming Zambians every step of the journey, and being inspired by their positive spirit and resilience. Building personal relationships with the staff of the beneficiaries, and meeting many of the children and adults directly benefiting from Bike Zambia's hard work. It was a powerful and humbling gift for the riders to see firsthand all their months of preparation and fundraising making a real concrete difference in people's lives. Even with all the success of these beneficiaries, it's important to remember there is still a huge need for help in Zambia. There are still thousands of orphans and vulnerable children living in compounds like Misisi that want and deserve a chance to go to school. There are still thousands of school children that need a bicycle so they don't have to walk for miles to their classroom and arrive too tired to learn. There are still hundreds of schools in need of after-school programs to teach students about HIV prevention and provide a positive recreational outlet through the power of soccer. There are still millions of Zambians living with HIV/AIDS that need access to good medical information or HIV support groups. Bike Zambia is dedicated to building partnerships based on mutual respect and a shared vision to address the fundamental causes of poverty and HIV/AIDS in Zambia. With your support, Bike Zambia riders can continue to dedicate their time, energy, and passion for cycling toward making a lasting, positive difference in the lives of Zambians, to empower people with knowledge, resources, and self-confidence so that they may take the next step themselves, out of poverty and toward a healthy, fulfilling life free of HIV/AIDS.